and a new headwall unit. The headwall unit houses the eastbound semi-automatic station starting signal WZ6. Within the headwall unit you will also find a clock, a CCTV camera, the eastbound tunnel lighting switch, WZ6's signal post telephone, the tunnel telephone for eastbound traction current section Heathrow Terminal 5 to Heathrow Central, the autophone, and the CSDE cutout switch. The timetabled stand time at Terminal 5 will take place in Platform 6, allowing the train operator the opportunity to take a P&R. Just inside the platform cross passage at the east end of Platform 6, on the left, are the LU staff male and female toilets. To your right, you will find the London Underground Station Supervisor's Office and the staff tea point. Attached to the headwall unit is a coacting signal for WZ6. This is to assist the train operator in preventing a possible SPAD, and also a rail gap indicator for the eastbound traction current section Heathrow Central to Hatton Cross. If this rail gap indicator is illuminated, do not depart the platform but contact the service controller immediately for further instruction. This rail gap indicator has been provided to prevent you from being held in section with customers on board between Terminal 5 and Heathrow 123 when traction current has been discharged in the section ahead of WY7. We are now going to depart Terminal 5, Platform 6 and head back to Heathrow 123. Upon departing Heathrow Terminal 5, there are station limit marker boards located on the left-hand tunnel wall. The first signal you approach is signal X399. This signal is an X signal and as such must be treated as a semi-automatic signal. It has been specifically provided so that in the event of an evacuation on the new extension, there is only one train in any tunnel fan ventilation section at any one time. It also has a new style signal post telephone. On approaching the evacuation shaft at T5C, as on the westbound, there's also a stopping mark in the 4 foot, denoting your optimum stopping position. The first portal houses the escape and intervention shaft doors. A blue indicator light is here to assist in identifying the area. The first door on the right with the panic bar is the escape shaft. The second door with the normal handle is the intervention shaft for the emergency services. To the left of the 2 doors is a tunnel telephone for the eastbound traction current section only, an autophone and an illuminated shaft lighting plunger. Having left T5C behind, you can see, as with the westbound, the same changes to the track and tunnel, namely the fireman's and emergency walkway, the firemen, signage along the tunnel wall indicating the distance and direction of your nearest escape route, tunnel telephone wires, new composite conductor rails, continuously welded flat bottom rail, concrete slab track instead of wooden sleepers, and block jointless track circuits. The next signal you approach is the first of two repeating signals for semi-automatic signal WY7 and the first of two rail gap indicator repeaters for the rail gap indicator located at WY7. Followed by the second repeating signal RWY72 and the second rail gap indicator repeater. You are now approaching semi-automatic signal WY7. This is the last controlled signal before you re-enter the T4 loop. It has a remote secured facility for proving the route over 8 points, which will be lying in the normal position at the PIC-X junction. This signal is equipped with a new style signal post telephone. And here you will also see the rail gap indicator for the eastbound traction current section, Heathrow Central to Hatton Cross. If this is illuminated, do not proceed but contact the service controller. In advance of the signal is a secondary route secured sign and signal post telephone to help with SPAD recovery. The next signal you approach is repeating signal RWY2A. On your left as you enter the PIC-X junction, you will see a 35 mph permanent speed restriction for crossing over 8 points. On running through PIC-X junction, you pass the escape and intervention shafts on your right. Remember that the escape shaft is always the one with the panic bar on the outside and associated emergency escape signage. As we leave the junction, on your right you will see the semi-automatic signal WY2A and the repeater signal RWY2B. These signals will bring you into platform 2 at Heathrow 123. before January 13th, Heathrow 123 is your designated P&R point. After January 13th, should a P&R be required on the Heathrow branch, west of Northfields, there are 2 new P&R points. One which we have already covered at Terminal 5, and the other is at Terminal 4, on the right before the UTS gates in the concourse area. You will now have timetabled stand time at these 2 locations instead of at Heathrow 123. If this DVD has raised any further questions in your minds about the Piccadilly line extension, please note them down, then they can be answered during your training by your instructor operator. Thank you for your time and attention while watching this DVD. We hope you have found it a useful aid to assist with your training.